Welcome to my humble shop. And on my bench here today I have my Nakamichi 700 Tri-Tracer. Sadly, I think I have to let it go. The reason being I've subsequently collected, I guess, 4 other Nakamichi decks, 3 of which are 3-head decks. I've got a RX505, which is the king of the auto-reverse decks, some people say. I also have 2 CR3As that I stumbled upon that I could not pass up, and a Pioneer or a Nakamichi LX3 silver deck, partially silver deck, to match my Pioneer Silver Series system that I have in my media room. I'd originally got this for that, but it's just too big for the space that I have, and this is a big deck. Don't be fooled by the just seeing it by itself, but it is a very large deck, and you need the space for it. Anyway, when I got it, it was basically non-functioning, and I have a very good tech friend who's one of the more prominent techs in town here, who did a once through on it, changed out the record head because the record head was shot. He had another Nakamichi 700 parts unit kicking around, I believe. Put the new head in. It records. I wouldn't say it records super well. It's not the strength of these decks anyway, but it does record, and it also has the calibration controls and everything. They function correctly, so you can do the test tones and calibrate it for the type of tape that you have. Here's the eject mechanism. Somebody had mentioned they wanted to see how it ejected. So there's how it goes in. Heads are actually in the middle here. So when you put the tape in, you just put it in so you can see the tape on the side there, and it just pops in. All the controls are soft touch. When I got this, the case was in very rough shape. It had been, marred up and everything from years and years of use, I guess. Fortunately, the faceplate and everything else was relatively in good nick. So I re-veneered it, put with cherry veneer and stain, and then just clear coated it just to protect it. I'm not a woodworker, but it came out fairly well, and I'm quite satisfied with the look of the deck. Just to make it look that much nicer. I think I have a video on my YouTube channel of how I veneered it, so you can search for that and find it. It goes through the whole thing. All the mechanisms work properly. So here's play. I've got it plugged into my upgraded Dynaco system that I rebuilt. So I did update my Dynaco kits on the preamp here, and then I completely rebuilt the stereo 150, and I also re-veneered and upgraded or changed out the crossovers and terminals on the A25 speakers that you see here. So that's my little Dynaco system. You can see I got a Thorns on the bench as well. So here's the Nakamichi, sounding really good. There's a stop. Fast forward, you can hear a little bit of clutching a little bit when it forwards, but it fast forwards and rewinds just fine. See? All the controls here are, I'll activate some of them. Some of them they're out of the loop right now, but that's your chrome. That's chrome, normal bias. And that's Dolby B in or out, so you can hear the hiss in, nice and quiet. Tape monitor, obviously I'm not recording right now, so source would be whatever you're going to record from, and then of course your power switch. They're all clean, no noise, all cleaned out with deoxit and everything. Same with all the here we got the output, so you can see there's all noise free, no crackles. and sounding really good. So the other thing I did, I actually took it apart today. That's why it's on my workbench, and I changed out the tape counter. This one was fine. The only thing is it had a very, very faded, sun-faded button. And it was the only one that actually was faded on the whole thing, which is kind of odd. Which makes me think maybe it was one that was put in. All the belts inside have been changed out. All the mechanisms have been cleaned out properly, of sticky grease and re-greased. And all of the circuit boards, the clips that are known to cause issues have been, basically cleaned out and reconnected. This is what it was. Like I say, it was non-functioning when I got it, and he did a really thorough job of going through it. The drawbacks, it's not perfect. You can see some little minor nicks on the edging here. There's no deep scratches or anything on it. There's a little bit of a black smudge. I think that would polish out. I just noticed that now. You can see a little bit of, those aren't scratches. They're just kind of like, a little mark on the sheen kind of thing. Anyway, it's a 1972 to 78 deck, so it's in the condition commensurate with its age and having been used its whole life, I guess. So very happy with it. The playback sound is just spectacular on my main system. Holy smokes. I can't get over how such an old deck sounds so good. Anyway, it's sold as is, obviously, because, of its age, and, these are getting harder and harder to find. It's hard to find parts for it, so I would recommend that the buyer be a little bit knowledgeable about maintaining and keeping decks like this up to snuff. And I think it would be a welcome addition to some collector's system. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, drop me a line or put notes in the comments below. I tend to get back to everybody on my comments. And thank you for watching.